So guys, I came across this video of a Seun Kuti, and I was touched to my bone marrow. You know, I kind of have a different rethink. Of course, you know, it's aligned with what I've been saying and with what some other people have been saying. But the problem is that those who are reasoning, you know, like him as well, they are not many. And once they come out to speak, people always try to downplay what they are saying. They will leave the message and begin to pound on the messenger. The same thing we've been saying. But the way he said his own is just, you know, in a different way that really, you know, it really got at me. I said, yes, this is what we've been talking about, but in a different way. How do we solve our problems with the situation we found ourselves? And there's an article I came across as well on what Putin said, the whether president of Russia, you know, saying that Africa will never be independent because they are always looking at what the Americans, the European, you know, just try to copy what they do. We have our own problem. Our problems are unique, and we have to tackle it that way. Concerning this coronavirus that we've been talking about, that has really come into our land, how do we go about it? We are talking about, oh, what government is going to talk about, or what the government is going to do, or the government is just trying to enforce. And there's two things that he made mention. Of course, you're going to be listening to what he said. I'm going to play the video for you. There are two things he talked about, and that these elites have been clamoring on. They've been talking about, oh, self-isolation and quarantine people and manner of things. And he said, you are doing that and your environment is contrary to what you are talking about. So guys, I would like you to watch his video and we'll come with the rest of our thoughts. Just watch keenly and let's have your take.
We need Afrocentric solution for COVID-19. We need an Afrocentric response, a comprehensive Afrocentric response. The African Union needs to take lead of this. You understand? Because I did a video, you know, many people who police will slap them, they'll start explaining, you know, everybody feels, oh, instead of you go and question the people you pay to do their job, it's me that I'm sharing my opinion, you come and start arguing with, you know, as if I'm your governor. The people that created social distancing and isolation are Europeans. If you realize, the Chinese did not use this technique. They completely quarantined their people by force. But not only that, they were building one hospital every 6 days to get ahead of the virus, because many Chinese didn't have access to healthcare. So they understood that. So their response was completely Chinese. There was no, they knew what the Chinese, they knew what China needed, and they did what China needed. So the thing got to Europe, and Europeans looked at their society and came up with social distancing and self-isolation, because they understood that that is what will help Europeans. Europeans don't have communities that don't have water. Do you understand that? Europeans don't live in face me, I face you. The homeless people in Europe, as you know, the homeless they've put them in shelters. Social distancing and self-isolation is a completely European and Eurocentric response. Europe doesn't have slums. They don't have slums in Europe, where people live in pan next to each other, where gutter water is passing through each other's houses. They don't have that. They don't have communities where there's no water. People have to buy water in Africa to survive. Some people don't even have money to buy the water. Now, Europeans that have asked their people to also self-isolate has created different kind of funds to put in their pocket. We Nigerian professionals that are shouting social distancing and self-isolation, how many of us can survive 2 weeks without hustling, without getting on the street to find our daily bread? These are the same people that are complaining that I'm talking. They're the same people that will not come into my DM and start begging me for money to eat after they've been locked in their house for 1 week. By forcing hungry, if the government is forcing poor Nigerians to choose between death by COVID or death by hunger, this is not a response. This is not a response. African leaders all over the continent, give themselves the best in this world. They ride in the best cars, they wear the best clothes, they live in the best homes, use the best healthcare, have the best security, fuck the best girls, their children goes to the best school in the world, not in the country, the best schools in the world. They give themselves world-class services with our commonwealth. So who taught you, who put it in your brain that you don't deserve to ask them for world-class services? Who put that in your brain though? Is it your pastor? Is it your parents? Is it this dumb school you went to? Then remove that shit from your brain. If people are living in this country using our commonwealth to access world-class services, then they need to provide that for the people. That's all I'm saying. This solution is not Afrocentric. We living in the cities, we believe that we are the Nigeria. As long as we can survive, Nigeria will be. That's what we're thinking. Look at what Boko Haram has turned to. It has been relegated now because it no longer gets to Abuja. Boko Haram only kills poor people. It's allowed to thrive. Polio has been eradicated in this world. It's back in Nigeria. 50 people died of cholera in Alhambra just last year, of an epidemic of cholera. How many poor people are still dying of malaria? Malaria has been eradicated in many tropical regions in this world. COVID is going to be relegated to something that is decimating our poor. And as usual, Nigerian professionals who continue to work for their masters and live their lives as long as they can afford their own comforts within this oppression, and then they will jump on shame for calling them out on it. Keep it up.
That's it. Let them keep it up. Honestly, I'm speechless. I'm really, really speechless. If you're not speechless after watching this video, that means there's something wrong somewhere. I know a lot of people, have the same mindset. But the problem is that those who really have this mindset, they are just few. Their voices are not loud. They will still come for you. Those who are being oppressed, they will still come for you. Some people always like, oh, who do us this? Who do Nigeria this? Nigerians this? At times, the blame goes at times to the masses themselves. But what I have found out is that these so-called leaders, they've been able to manipulate people. They've been able to manipulate people. And people don't even know what to even believe because poverty, they've weaponized the masses with poverty and with all manner of ideologies that are not really relevant. Because at times you'll be wondering that there's some things that are not normal. Even when you are telling your fellow Nigerians, they will even still come for you that why must you be talking to this person like this? Why must you be talking to this person like this? And meanwhile, you are facing a lot of problems. You are facing a lot of problems. If people are there trying to make you see things, reason the way you ought to, you will still come back instead of you to join them and say, no, this is the way we need to go. No, I just want to even start moving around and, talking outside this, or maybe the way on how we are going to solve this issue of this coronavirus and what have you. Like he said, we need to look for our own way of solving it, because if you are using all those isolation and to social distances, it might not work, because people go out on a daily basis to get their own food. We don't have electricity, we don't have a structure in place. Like he said, we have slums all over the place. You see water gutter here and there, things are still going abnormally, but these people, they use our own commonwealth to get the best service in the whole world. They're not even in this country. They go out to do all manner of things. And yet they cannot even say, okay, let us even replicate what we are seeing over there so that things will work. All their own is just that, oh, you have to obey, you have to be this, you have to that. We saw some places where they are just destroying people's goods and services because they felt that they are supposed to be in their own houses. And now government has not even made any plan on how to go about it, because they know that there is a problem. Because even if they bring any money out to share to people, how do they do it? Because it will not still go around. Corruption, the Nigerian factor will set in. Nigerian factor will definitely set in. So if you're coming out to say the obvious, to state the obvious, no, those who are still oppressed, they still want to come and attack you, they still want to come and blame you, just like he said. But at the end of the day, they will still come back and come and be begging you, oh, I need this, I need that. But meanwhile, people that are suppressing them, they are not going to say anything. So guys, I would like to hear your own comments and let us know how to go about it.